Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookiemals OvenBreak. Sorry about that, but welcome back. And this should be the final video that I do on Survive at the Government Office because there's only 3 more endings that we need to get, and I think I know every single exact path that we need to go ahead and try to obtain to actually obtain them. Both of them, there's actually 2 that we need to get to the very end. However, well, not the very end, but like one of them we need to get to the very end, and then another one we need to get to close to the end, and then another one we need to get to midway through. So, without further ado, we may as well just go ahead and jump straight into it while I'm trying to remember everything. So, of course, you know, Yugwa Cookie will only kind of like read the dollar if anything new happens. So we already know about this whole entire ordeal. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and buy a disguise at the market. So we're just gonna go ahead and buy the. You can take a look at the clothes, of course. But we can just go ahead and buy something here. So I would buy the expensive silk, which I need to make sure I get that. I'm pretty sure I'm making sure that everything works correctly here because I gotta go ahead and try and sneak in. But of course, guards are gonna go ahead and catch me red-handed, and I have to make sure while wearing the expensive silk, I have to say I'm the new officer because they'll be like, oh, well, that's strange. They're not just gonna be like seeing someone expensive. They're like, oh, they're here for work. Great. So now after this, we need to go ahead and meet with the officer in the market. Yeah, we have to go straight here. So we go ahead and just drop right here because he's just like, oh, well, perfect timing. They were changing all the posters and all this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to go to the market. We're going to go ahead and over here. I'll go put up posters there in the market. This is my chance to look for other clues in the market. So we're taking a little detour over here, and it says, take a break, swing. Everything you need all in one place. Oh, the Aqua Mouse is here again. Set up shop in the market every day, so they must have heard or seen something. Let's buy something and ask. This is important. Let's go ahead and do this. I probably should buy something if I want to ask questions. They might brush me off if I'm not a customer. I'll just buy whatever I can get my dough on. Aha, here we go. Can I buy this?
Hello there. You need a mirror? Have a cookie?
Oh, this mirror is, it's not for me. It's a gift for you.
Oh, a gift for... No one has ever got me a gift.
I didn't know they'd be so happy about this. Giving gifts is pretty nice. I have just bought it on the way. Or, well, I bought it from you, but anyway. Have you heard about anything around the market recently? Any gossip?
Gossip? Now that you mentioned it, cookies have been saying that they see ghostly winds floating around the barley field at night.
The barley field, huh? This may be a good hint. Better report back to Yugwa Cookie. So, of course, we're just going to go ahead and report back to Yugwa Cookie. So let's go ahead and immediately do that. And, of course, we need to have the rice crackers. If you ask for macaroons, you basically disappoint his whole entire family bloodline. That's basically what's bound to happen. So, of course, we're just like, oh, what stuff is going on in the shed? And we need to say there were cookies being seen in the field. They were reporting seeing ghostly wisps floating around the barley field at night. Given cookies already exercised any monsters, it's suspicious. Good work for such a short amount of time. What do you plan to do next? It's dark now, so I will go to the... I'm pretty sure I have to do this. Yeah, I have to go to the barley field at night. Go to the barley field. I'll find out what's causing these ghostly wisps to appear. Very well. Leave the investigation to you.
Young master, wait up!
So we have to go ahead and go to the fields at night. And then I just have to play through this entire thing, because basically the same thing happens. Wisp happens, and then bam, Gim is just like, oh, he's just getting rid of these spirits, so it's fine. But apparently we go investigate more, because it says who bought paper brushes in the lantern. Let's go to the market. So now we gotta go back over here, and yeah, enter on up in here.
Take you back. Everything you need all in one place.
Yakko Mouse might know whoever bought all the paper and those brushes. I should ask them first. Let's go ahead and buy something and ask. Now, I did try getting this ending before, but the difference was I did not buy something and ask previously. Because now we have to go ahead and do this again. I should buy something if I want to ask questions. They might be more willing to tell me more. What should I get? Can I have one of these, sweet Yakwa?
Welcome. Oh, sweet Yakwa. What a great choice. I love Yakwa, you know? Yakwa from the Yakwa village are the best.
Really? You can have this then.
What? You really give this to me? Thank you.
I have just bought it on the way, or, well, I bought it from you anyway. Have you seen any cookies who brought paper brushes and lanterns recently?
Paper brushes, Malcolm Cookie bought a lot of those, but a show Fox Cookie ordered a lot too. As for lanterns, I remember Maple Panda Cookie bought some screen.
I see. We have our key suspects. Better report back to Yugwa Cookie.
Wait, HyperHimes, I had something I wanted to ask you. Sorry. Oh, let me calm down.
If you say I'm in a hurry, you lose. Or at least you just go back to the normal story. So instead, just take your time. Oh, okay, take your time.
You keep giving me gifts. Do you by any chance have feelings for me?
Huh? Oh, that was...
You're the only cookies ever expressed their feelings to me in this way, Hype Cookie. So, I thought I would muster up the courage to say I like you, so please accept my feelings.
Are you confessing to me? If we turn them down, that'd be very sad. But we have to accept it at this point. I'll accept your confession. Thanks for bringing up the courage to say that, Mouse. I should have confessed to you first, but looks like I was too slow.
You want to go on a walk? I know a place with the prettiest jelly fireflies.
That sounds great. Let's go. I'm sorry, you Cookie, but love comes first. So, you got the ending, growing old. A moment can make an eternity. To believe you encountered your fated love while on the case. Until crumbling do you part. So, that ending is you just end up dating the Yugwa Mouse. You know, the antagonist from the first Yugwa Village update. Yeah, that just ends up happening. So, now, let's go ahead and get the second ending, which is the second, I would say is the... I'm not sure if it's the best, because I'm pretty sure the second best one would be, obviously this one being, you found the culprit, justice is served, but there's one that's actually even better, from what I can understand. So, what I need to do is we're going to go ahead and start this up once again. Of course, back here, we have this whole entire ordeal going on, and we just got to do the whole entire same thing. Which I think we could just, because I'm using this little pathing chart. If you remember in the last video, I mentioned this little pathing chart. I'm trying to make sure everything goes to the correct path. Right now, I want to get the one ending before I get the other. So, trying to make sure this is all connected. Bam, 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 bam. So, I guess we'll just go ahead and get the expensive silk again. So, we will go ahead and get this, of course. You're not going to really get anywhere if you get the dark disguise, like legit. So, we go back here. We say, sneak in, and then we have to say that I'm just the new officer. Because I'm just like, oh, I got my clothes on quickly today. And then it's all that. So, okay, there we go. Go through all this. Perfect. So we have to meet all this. And now we have to go ahead and, I'm not sure if it really matters. But, I guess, well, obviously we have to go to the market. But, yeah, we gotta go ahead and just find all this stuff where we're meeting the officer of the market. And, of course, I would have to, I think I'm going to the shed. That would make a lot more sense. And of course, we go there, and we can go to the office shed. So we can go over here, unlock this, which will take a bit. But what we want to do is, I want to go ahead and just, probably just to get on the Cookiemals' good side, I might just say, sure, I'll have some. I'm not sure if the pathing matters over here. I am just trying to check, though, because you can never be too sure. But, let's just say, sure, I'll have some. So we bake them ourselves, take a bite, secret. Darn Cookiemals, why are you out here doing things in the shack? And then it's just like, we got caught. You better run. So we have all this detailed knowledge now. And now we have to go ahead and meet back with Yugwa Cookie. Now, of course, please choose the rice crackers. If you don't, then you just straight up handed an L. So now all we know is that in the shed, we have to tell them that Cookiemals are making sweet potatoes. Because they were making a bunch of sweet potatoes, and they were also burning over paper. And good work in such a short amount of time. So, if I want to think about how to do this, I think I would assume the best route to go is I need to go to the office shed in the middle of the night. Because we have to go ahead and, we got to stake out, we got to scope out. So, we have to go back here. Perfect. But then, the guards are coming in. So, of course, where's the best place to hide? Behind the straw. So we have to make sure that we're protected right here. They're all fine. They're just like, oh, okay, well, it's fine. Grab me a glass. But luckily, I was just hidden behind all these. It's best I don't hide inside that jar. But now we're back in the barley field. So we just go through the whole Gim cutscene again. It's like, uh-oh, spooky ghost. And then you just get slapped in the face with a whole Gim talisman. And he's like, don't worry, sweet, it's gone, it's fine. And then you're just, it's all okay. Anywho. Whew. Through here, back at the market. We'll go to, over here. Yugwa Mouse. Now, you can just ask, honestly, it really doesn't make much of a difference. They will just lead to the same result. So let's just go ahead and just ask. I'll just ask. It'll be fine. Hey, Yugwa Mouse, have you seen any cookies about paper hustlers and lanterns recently?
Ocean Cookie bought a lot of those, but I show Fox Cookie ordered a lot too. And as for lanterns, I saw Maple Panda Cookie bought some. Wait.
I see. We have our key suspects. Better report back to Yugwa Cookie. So, of course, we're going to report back to Yugwa Cookie. And from what I can understand to make sense, we do have to report back. So we go straight here, of course. Then, what we need to do over here is we go ahead and talk with them. Already met with Vagabond Cookie, Ultra Cookie, and the other, and we didn't need much more information about the, wanted posters. But right now, we're not focusing on Vagabond. We're focusing on this crime. So what do we need to do? We have to go ahead and interrogate the Cookiemals. Here we go. I have to go interrogate them right here, right now. So, we'll go ahead and meet up with them. This is where it gets interesting. So, I'm at the office shed. So, I just need to go ahead and interrogate the Cookiemals. Cookiemals, tell me the truth. You're responsible for changing the wanted posters, are you? Hype Cookie, how did you figure that out? Cubby, Pandy were caught.
We copied the posters exactly. It shouldn't have been a problem.
That's right. We need the fancy wanted posters to make our special sweet potatoes, so we made replacement posters.
Wait, you mean the sweet potatoes you mentioned before? How many have you been baking? The posters are obviously fake.
But weren't the pictures we drew nice? And the baked sweet potatoes were good. We want more.
Baked sweet potatoes was good. So it's still wrong, but what was your secret? Because one of these can lead to one of the good endings. One of these could lead to one of the more bad endings. So, what was your secret? What was your secret of baking those sweet potatoes? What was the paper for? When I tried one, it was really baked perfectly.
It was great, right? I knew everyone loved them. Bixie, Cubby, I knew you were amazing cooks.
You wrap each potato, or just sweet potato, in fancy paper and carefully light the paper on fire. The fancier the paper takes, the longer it takes to burn, so it doesn't dry the sweet potato out.
You're making me hungry. I want another sweet potato.
Should we make just one more? We'll share with you. We have exactly one wanted poster we hid in the back of the shed.
I need to go report this, but the sweet potato, it's irresistible. This is the last one. No more sweet potatoes after this. And what do you get? Riches. Each decision affects your fate. You learned how to bake a mean sweet potato from the Cookiemals and made a booming business from it. Sweet potatoes, get your sweet potatoes. So while you didn't complete the mission, instead, you can make a mighty fine sweet potato. So in essence, it's actually better than the soup kitchen ending, because like at least you're not sad in that one. Instead, you're just like, well, I guess someone ends up caring for you in the end, but still, you get like, the best. You get the best sweet potatoes all around, and they're yours. You're not just a cohort, you make this business. But we do get the 15 cookie potions, sorry. But there's only one more ending that we can go through. So basically, if you want this ending, I can just go ahead and drag you all through it. It's fine, because it's basically the same exact path that I just took, except we'd have to at least say it's still wrong at the very end. So we'll just go ahead and do this. It's fine. We can go through this whole entire ordeal, of course, because I'm pretty sure I do have enough, do I have enough tickets for this? Or like the scroll things? Because I want to make sure I did this before the new update. So let's go ahead and buy ourselves a disguise. We're going to go through the same exact route. We're going to buy ourselves some nice expensive silk, of course. We're going to go ahead and sneak all the way back into the office. I wonder if I can skip these cutscenes. I can't. No, it's impossible. So I have to make sure I say I'm the new officer, just so I don't mess up with that, or else you get an instant L. Because, yikes. I guarantee you, if you chose the dark disguise, you would have been like, oh, well, this makes sense. Because I'd be disguised to sneak into the office. Then guards would catch you. And it doesn't matter if you say you're a new officer or you're here for work. It does not matter. Because you're just like, huh, well, I got caught anyway. But we're going to go ahead and go over to the shed. We're going to go over to the office shed. We're going to try and be buddy-buddy with the Cookiemals once again. We're just going to go ahead and say, sure, I'll have some. Because they were mighty fine, sweet potatoes. But it doesn't hurt just to have it. Just a couple. Because it's better to be buddy-buddy with the criminals than, try and barge into the shed so they can literally cause some plumbing rustling moves on you. That'd be the worst-case scenario. So at least you'd be going through this route without taking any sort of injury. So we're back here. Give me the rice crackers. Absolutely, give me some. And I don't think are rice crackers like rice cakes, or is that something different? I don't know. But whatever the case is, hey, it's in the shed. Apparently, cookies are doing something about sweet potatoes. That's what's going on. So, of course, I'm going to go ahead and go to the office shed in the midst of the night. Because if I don't, what the plumbing I do? So we're doing the same whole aspect again. Go to the shed, enter here. And we need to make sure that once we arrive, we're about to get caught by guards. So, what do? Bam, behind the straw. Hide right behind here. They're going to go ahead and grab some glasses of juice, drinks, whatever. And we continue on. Now we need to go ahead and go through the barley field cutscene one more time. This is the last time we should be seeing this cutscene. Because, of course, we have classic Gim Kickers like, oops, you're not a monster. So thanks for slapping that Gim Talisman straight at my face. So now, we're here. Now we just have to go ahead and ask about who bought the brushes. Of course, I'm just going to go ahead and ask once again. We already saw this dialogue. So nothing really changed, but we have the specs. We have to report back to Yugwa Cookie, and then we have to do the big thing, which is report back to the plumbing, we'll report back to Yugwa, but then we have to go interrogate the Cookiemals. Because if not, yeesh, good plumbing luck. Like, because that'll always lead to, like, the exile ending. Basically, if you're just, like, well, I guess you could stake out the shed, but I'm pretty sure it's better just to, No, you should not do that, because if you try and stake out the shed, it will most likely get you the bitter medicine fate. So don't do that if you're going to try and do that right away. You have to go ahead and interrogate the Cookiemals, because you have big questions to ask them. So, Cookiemals, it's time to go over to you. It's time to interrogate. Tell me the truth. You did it. You have a copy of the posters exactly, but we already know that they're fake, so it doesn't matter. Because, fun fact, it's still wrong. It's still wrong. It's still wrong that you were doing that. Don't act like you want to make It's still wrong that you were doing that. Don't act like you want more of those potatoes. How could you do that with official documents? I've already got your confession, so I'm going to report this to Oakshawn Magistrate right away. So, we've got a confession. We can now report to the office. So, here's what we need to do. We need to go over to the office. It's time to report this. I'm kind of nervous. Time to hit the office. Am I really ready to report this? Plebit? Of course I am. No better time than the present. I have more than enough evidence. Let's go. Oakshawn Magistrate, I came to report the culprit that's been switching out the wanted posters for fakes. I plead that you imprison the culprit and reveal the truth. I shall listen to your report and pass my fair judgment. Who have you uncovered as the culprit, Hype Cookie? It has to be the Cookiemals. It's the Cookiemals. They're responsible for switching out the wanted posters. I have a statement from Yugwa Mouse saying that the Cookiemals bought paper and brushes and lanterns from the market. And I uncovered the motive. I also uncovered their motive. They needed high-quality paper to bake sweet potatoes, and they attempted to replace the burnt wanted posters with ones they drew themselves. I see. You really were thorough with your investigation. Also, apparently, I guess I had a confession, but, I thought it'd just be... I thought that would have led to one thing, but I guess... Huh. That's weird. I thought one would have led to another. Or I guess maybe one would have led to the other. Maybe you have to do that first, but I got a confession from the Cookiemals. Come here and confess to the crimes.
All I want to do is easy, just sweet bait. We just want to eat tasty sweet potatoes. We know it'd be such a big deal. We're sorry, Oakshawn Magistrate Cookie.
How amazing that you got a confession from these crimes. The truth behind the forged wanted posters have been revealed. While their attempt to cover up the crimes and forged posters was clearly wrong, I believe they don't deserve any sort of negative attention, so please be lenient on the punishment.
Hype Cookie.
Talented investigator and magnanimous at that. To believe such a talented cookie was among us. What a blessing to our village. Time passes. Magistrate, is there something bothering you? Oh, whoa, okay, I'm the magistrate. What? Yeah, this is definitely new. Okay, Magistrate, is, something bothering you? No, I'm simply reminiscing my time working with you, Cookie, Royal Inspector from long ago. The Oakshawn Magistrate's recommendation, their recommended recommendation helped me begin my studies to become an official, and now I can't believe I've been named the next magistrate of the Yugwa village. My studies lead me to achieving the top score on the civil exam, and I was even appointed as an officer to follow in the footsteps of the great Yugwa Cookie. While I do not wish to brag, the memory has me touched. I could not help but share. Let us gather the village cookies together and let's have a party to celebrate this whole entire occasion. Hype Cookie, congratulations! Congratulations on your appointment as magistrate! And that's it. A glorious return. This is the final ending that we can ever get here. Your extraordinary intelligence and kind heart impressed the Oakshawn Magistrate. Recommended for your studies, you pass the officer exam with flying colors and bring honor to your family by becoming the next magistrate. So, we have all the fates, which gives us the very last reward of a 10+1 treasure ticket, and we are finally done with this entire event, with Yugwa saying complete. So much has happened, but you have peace regardless of your fate. And this whole entire thing is done. So, while this ending was good because you caught the criminal, here's the thing. The big difference is that since if you only had a confession, they did it. So, obviously, you got the criminal and they did their time. The big difference was that since you also uncovered the motive, that means you were smart enough to be a detective to uncover everything yourself. Without Yugwa Cookie really doing much because they were focused on the Vagabond mission. But, this is officially the end of the whole entire Survivor the Government Office building. Honestly, I'm actually very happy that I decided to go with a route like, guess what? You did so good, now you're the next magistrate. That's really cool. But that's done now. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it. And also share the video with your friends who enjoy my Cookie Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And also down below in the description, you'll see links to all of my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get a Cookie Run YouTube staff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. And if you're wondering, just for, before the video ends, I'm just going to quickly show off, all the other things just in its total. Basically from best to worst, just to quickly flash them up on screen if anyone is curious. Get your screen nav, screenshots when this event finally stops, and y'all gotta write your wikis upon them. So there's all that. Bam. I did hit that second to the last one, right? I hope I did. But this should be the last one, which is the worst one that you can get. And just in case, I'll press this one again because you can never be too sure. I think I did show that. Anyway. Above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.